college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That's reeled in, it's Hunter. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him.
Dashing the knee on the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers.
And really nice job seeing the middle of the field. Seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. You can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The throw. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
He's he's got it. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Back to pass, it's Childs. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the
turning it on! And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get up.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Sparty. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Raiola. Got a man, it's Hunter. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Under fire. just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hunter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
With the catch, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throwing right. Got him in the open. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Steps away to find some room. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. That's looking for the goal line. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to pass. It's Childs. He's got his man. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Bullard. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Bringing the heat. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got the back over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Spartans are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Childs. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just threw that one way too far.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. It's complete to the right. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He slides that just inside the right upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled from the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly out to the tight end. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now...
Going over the top. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Runs through a tackle. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Now on the move. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And this is the part of the field where it starts to be even more clear, right? I'm not backed up in my own territory. I'm getting towards midfield. 4th and inches? I can't get inches? I like my offense. I like their aggressiveness. I like the way they went and got the 1st down.
Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Raiola. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're all locked up here in the 3rd quarter as he's set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Looking to scramble. Oh, better look out! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Dropping back, it's Child. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff to Johnson. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Leaves it with the back. Fights off the defender. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Lining up to add another. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it out. It's McCray. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Childs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And the Spartans moving quickly to the line.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that side.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. And offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Childs. Rushes on him. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes, they put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for, some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line, it confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. Grabs it inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off play action on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Give to the running back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. Back open in the middle. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Handoff from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Forced out of the pocket. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense. You take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Now adjusting. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Here's a heat. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And how about defense pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line? They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it, touchdown for this defense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 7 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Nelson. Turning it on! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The Huskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Parker. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Raiola. He's moving out of the pocket. Got it in the middle, it's Ives. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
And the Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Pulls and fired complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
So the most crucial decision right now for the offensive coordinator, right? It's a 4th down that you've got to come up with. You're not in field goal range. You need this completion. Where is your best one-on-one matchup on the field right here?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch. It's Barney. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Chargers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Okay, ready?
Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No need to look right or left, just kick it right down the middle for the game. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That late clutch field goal puts them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete. A last-gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College